tournament poker players. Over $1 million in guarantees from April 10th through April 22nd during the Poker Atlas Tour at Texas Card House Houston. 16 different poker tournaments, including the $50,000 guaranteed kickoff event, the $250,000 guaranteed mystery bounty, and the $500,000 guaranteed main event. Want to win an $1,100 seat to the main event? Visit texascardhouse.com/poker Atlas Tour Houston for more details.
Oh, hear me?
No, wait a minute. I think I heard you then.
Go ahead.
You hear me?
Good.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to a TCH Big Stack for the month, April 14th. We start today with 101 entries. We are down to the final 9. I'd like to welcome you all. I'm Daryl Sample in the booth with the ever excellent Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Daryl. Thank you, Daryl. Appreciate it. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the game. We're down in the final 9 here. As you heard, we had Daryl Sample in the booth with me tonight. Appreciate it. Appreciate that, Daryl. I'm having some issues here, I think. Hold on a minute. Can you hear me at all, Daryl?
Yeah, I hear you.
You can hear me? I can't hear you, though. I can't hear anything. Anyway, we're in the first hand, hand number 2, actually.
Okay.
Let me see. Hold on a minute.
It's not on.
Okay, David. Oh, David says he can hear me. That's good. Okay. David said he can hear me, so that's good. I just can't hear you. All right, so we got. We'll get familiar here. Red box. We'll get familiarized with the players here at the table. Had 101 entries today. We got Dave back in the box tonight doing the dealing, dishing out the cards. Let's see on the red box. How about now, Daryl?
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you now. Thank you, David. We should have been ready. We're sitting here talking, not paying attention. All right, here we go. Pete with a ace king. Infamous K got a couple of jacks here. We have an all-in situation, Daryl.
Yes, we do.
Pete's tournament life is on the line. We'll get the chat up here in a minute. We'll get to talking to people here. See what's going on. Infamous K, I'm not sure I'm familiar with this young man.
I'm not too familiar with Infamous K as well, but I just want to say thank you, Mitch, for having me in the booth again with you.
Well,
always a pleasure.
We had you for like 5 seconds last week. We'll talk more after this. Hey, we'll see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Pete, I'm very familiar with, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Wow, look at the flop here.
Oh my goodness.
9-9. Pete with the king on the turn.
Gonna take it down.
Wow, Pete's going to double up to Infamous K with the king on the turn. A flop of 9-9-9. I did that one time.
It's pretty nice flop, and especially get the king on the turn.
Yeah, I mean, nice flop for Infamous K there, flopping a full house.
Yeah, and, held the lead for a hot second.
Yeah. Pete getting there on the turn.
Pete's quite the regular at this final table on the final 9. He's done this several times. And,
he's no stranger. He's had more than a cup of coffee here at the final table.
Absolutely.
And I see him on more than a rare occasion over at Las Colinas. We mix it up a little bit at the, I play some tournaments over there. We mix it up a little bit. I see you over there once in a while too, Daryl.
We show up. We don't show out, but we show up.
Sometimes.
Pete's the accomplished bridge player too. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Oh, him and his wife just went to a trip to Kentucky.
Oh, yeah?
And they were very prolific at bridge. I didn't know that, but Liz informed me that he did very well out there in Kentucky.
Okay.
I said turn up Daryl on the red box, but
Okay, so turn yours up and turn mine down. Is
okay.
that
Okay. Hopefully you can hear me a little clearer now.
better?
Just
Okay.
truly happy to be here in the box with Mitch, so I'm kind of excited. So y'all have to excuse me.
Yeah. It's Sassy. I just saw her. She's out. She's out playing at table 10, I believe it is. I ran into her, Sassy. There. Appreciate it. She says
Okay.
she's watching.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate that, Sassy. She's playing and watching. She's
That
multitasking,
multitasking.
walking and
You know,
chewing gum.
most ladies do have that skill of multitasking.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know that.
Well, hello, Sassy, since you're watching.
So here we have the player stacks. Charles in the lead here. Michael, well, I was going to. Charles going to look down at Pocket Kings. Got the chips and the cards.
Goodness.
Under the gun, though, I don't like it. You know what I want? I want 7-deuce when I'm under the gun. That's what I want. If you're going to give it to me then.
Right.
But I mean, if we're going to get Pocket Kings, I mean, am I going to be picky?
Yeah, you can't turn them down if you
nah.
get it. You got to play it.
And there it is. Charles will take it down.
Charles is certainly no stranger to this final table on Saturday as well.
We all know Tejas holds the record, and he's running away with it as far as final table appearances. Not only is Charles in the top 10, I'd say he's in the top 5 as far as final table.
I would definitely put Charles in the top 5 as well.
Yeah.
He's been here quite a few times and taken it down a couple of times as well.
Oh, I see. Well, they still have Charles with Pocket Kings. They haven't cleared that yet. I see you're making a couple appearances. You're climbing a ladder.
Well, we're trying to get a little prolific like Mr. Tejas. He has got it down to an art and a science. I don't know his formula, but it works.
Yeah, well, I know it took you a while to finally break.
When I broke through on ice, it took a while to get there, but
And the first time you end up winning it all, is that right?
I did.
That was a beautiful thing.
It was. Unfortunately, the internet was down that night, but we did get a repeat of performance later. But
all right, we're having some issues here. Henri, he's been here before. I remember the name.
Yeah, I can't remember the.
And Trevor, he's no stranger to the final table.
No,
I know he's got at least 3, but no, you know what? I'm going 4. I remember him being 4 here 4 times.
Okay.
And I'm not going to have an opportunity to see what the. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Everybody gives. See, we didn't see their hands. Everybody gives Chris Moneymaker all his credit.
Right.
For popularizing Texas Hold'em and the big boom.
Right.
And no disrespect to Chris Moneymaker. He did his thing.
He did his thing.
But the pocket cam, nobody gives credit to the pocket cam. I remember back in the early '80s watching poker on the ESPN.
Right.
I watch it for about 5 minutes because I can't see what the guys have. They're betting, they're folded. What do you have? You don't know. Pocket cam changed it all, Daryl.
Pocket cam did change the game, and it's made it more engaging, and from this perspective, and the viewers as well watching.
It's a helpful learning tool.
It's a very helpful tool because it lets you go back and look at your play. If you're fortunate enough to make it, you can critique yourself and see where the mistakes that you made or what you should have done when you didn't do it. So It's very informative in that respect, and that's how I use it as a tool to try to improve my game because I think it's a learning experience playing this game. And when you get to final table or heads up, you have to have a certain strategy on how to attack it.
Yeah, I do talk to people occasionally about how to play tournament poker.
Right.
I've talked to Tejas a couple of times, but I've learned more by sitting in here watching these guys play.
I agree.
It's such a great way to learn
and it has
to better your game.
Changed my game because I certainly look at the ones who are pretty prolific, consistent, and they're doing something right.
Yeah.
So I'm watching that and seeing how I can entail that in my game to try to get better.
Exactly.
That's the ultimate goal is to try to play the best poker that you can play. And there's many ways to play it, and a lot of luck plays into that as well. But there is a certain amount of knowledge that you got to have also. So,
okay. Mark's going to look down here. Sassy's saying my mic's a little louder than yours.
Oh, okay.
Mark's going to look down at a couple of queens here. Infamous
The ladies.
K.
There's some big hands coming out of this deck pretty early. We've seen pocket jacks,
Pocket kings.
pocket queens.
Pocket queens.
We haven't seen your favorite hand yet.
Over under. I'm going to say 2.5 times we'll see it. Is that?
I like those odds because I've seen it quite a few times today myself. So I definitely would go with that.
I was watching a cash game on Tuesday, which I dealt, by the way. I don't know if you watched, but I dealt a little bit of the Tuesday, this past
Oh, that's
Tuesday's
the live
cash
stream
game.
on
Yeah.
Tuesday.
And Danny in seat 8 had pocket tens, and Kevin Tipper in seat 2 had ace something of hearts. Danny flopped a set of tens like I knew he would. Yeah, because it always happens. But Kevin ended up hitting a heart on the turn, and Danny was a great. He's a great player. He's a great player. He was able to get away from it, but he did stick around. Danny knew exactly where he was. He did make the call on the turn. I was watching it. He did make the call on the turn. He knew exactly where he was, and he called only to hope to hit to have the board pair on the river, and so what do we? We're racing off the chips here. Racing off the
I was
chips.
like, why are there 4 cards?
Racing off, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Danny was able to get away, But like I said, he knew where he was when he called on the turn. I haven't talked to him, but
Okay.
I could see that he's such a great player. Danny's such a great player.
Yes, he is.
So it was when the board didn't pair on the river, he just had to wait till it was his turn. Yeah, he had to wait till it was his turn to fold. Yeah, Dane spin him out there.
Did they have a chip count on the chip leader? Who was the chip leader coming in? I didn't see that.
Charles was the chip leader. Right, they had it up. I wasn't looking in. Right when I looked, Trevor's going all in. Joofo with king queen. Trevor's going all in with a suited ace 7 of spades. Charles going to hope to see something better than 8-5. Richard will get out of the way here. And it looks like it's back to Joofo. Let's see how he wants to handle this. Trevor's all in for $297,000. Joofo were to make the call here and lose, it would cripple him, but he'll lay it down.
Okay. Oh, Charles at 889 and chip leader.
Yeah,
Okay.
Charles there, eight almost 900,000. Michael's in second.
627. Pretty.
Yeah, Richard bringing up the rear there with 128,000.
Okay.
But hey, a couple of double ups. That's all.
Right.
It's
just really nice that these players get a chance to be at the final table, and some of them, like I said, have gained more experience through making it several times. But when you play with these players multiple times, you kind of get a knack for how they play. But like I said, there's a lot of luck that plays into it, but you got to be lucky and good.
Yeah. Well, Pete here with a couple of 5s. Joofo,
Got an ace-8.
who just had to lay down king queen last hand. Now Joofo, I think this may be his first appearance.
He's
going all in. This might be his. I think this might be his first appearance here.
Yeah, I don't recall Joofo as well, but how do you know if I'm clear enough?
I think you might be more familiar with these players here than me because you play here all the time. I'm over at the other place now.
There's a few of the faces that look familiar. I don't know their names, but I definitely have played with a few of these people at the final table. That Andrew, though, he's become quite regular
Yeah.
on these deep tournaments too. He's pretty.
Well, I know I've seen him twice before. I know he won it once. It might have been back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, seat. I think
Henri.
it's 7, I believe.
Yeah, I think he won it one. These, it's
Yeah, there's so many. I know
it's like
you see.
it's like a lot of times when I'm dealing over the other room, somebody asked me, Mitch, was there a 7 of hearts on the flop last hand? I'm like, dude, how many flops I put out? I don't.
Yeah, I certainly don't remember that last flop because I'm trying to watch this.
Yeah.
Well, good evening, everybody. I'd like to
So
welcome
Joofo
you
says,
to TCH
Tejas says Joofo shaved
Big
his
Stack
beard. He
for
says
the
you know him.
month,
So
I hear my
April
entry.
14th. We started today with 101 entries. We are down to the final 9. That's what I hear.
yeah, I hear it too.
I'm Daryl Sample.
That's
in the booth
interesting.
with the ever excellent Mr. Mitch, as always.
Yeah, I do hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Little
Do you
feedback.
hear that?
I do hear that. So Tejas says that we know Joofo that he just shaved his beard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like we're changing the deck here. A little early to be changing the deck, but okay. So, in case you guys aren't familiar with Daryl, which means you probably live in Arkansas, Daryl is here every day,
Unfortunately, yeah.
almost every day playing a tournament. If there's a tournament going on at TCH, Daryl is there, and the daily ones, and sometimes I'll jump into the tournament over Las Colinas, and there he is.
One of the pitfalls to being single and work nights.
Yeah.
So it affords me a little bit of flexibility during the day. So I do enjoy playing the daily tournaments. But it's been fun.
Charles here with the ace jack, there's Mitchell, which I didn't get around to telling you. I was trying to tell you that I did ask, after I couldn't get a hold of you, I did ask Pez.
Oh, okay.
Pez is out of town. And
Mitch was next in line.
Yeah.
I saw Mitch earlier.
Yes.
I guess he's probably still in, peeping in on his phone. But
yeah, he said
good luck, sir.
Yeah, he said he was going to be over.
Yeah,
he said so. At that point, I was going to tell him. I told him. I said, "Hey, well, if you bust out, you want to come on over, just knock on the door." So that was our plan.
Mitch is quite the prolific poker player as well. Big props to Mr. Mitch.
Well, I've been not running bad lately. Like the last 2 months, Daryl, they just keep getting there on me. I'm getting it in good, and they just keep getting it. It's brutal, man, brutal. Sorry, Nathan. No disrespect. I meant if you live in Arkansas, you may not know who Daryl is. That's all I meant. No disrespect to anybody.
I'm certainly a nobody, but
no disrespect.
Certainly no disrespect to Arkansas.
I only said Arkansas because it begins with an A.
The first letter in the alphabet. There you go.
All right, we got. Looks like we got a hand brewing here.
We got ace-9 suited.
Infamous K going all in with the parking lot hand.
King,
Ace Queen, but it is the best hand right now.
Take it down.
Trevor with the King Deuce suited. Joofo with the Ace-9. Now Jofo's going to get tired of getting pushed around here.
I believe so as well. He's looking at it.
He's over this. You can see in his face. He's thinking, I keep getting myself stuck in these situations here. He's getting. Yeah.
Quite the regular at the table, on the final
you can see the frustration in his fold there. He's like, I'm getting semi-decent hands.
It's tough when you sitting there and you get good hands and you get pushed around and you have to make a decision on whether I'm willing to risk it right now and stand.
Okay. Right now he's getting the worst hand in poker. Second best. That's the worst hand in poker.
We don't show out. I'm partial to that suited. Unfortunately, that is my birthday.
January 9th?
January 9th is my birthday, so I'm always kind of partial to that. I've lost a lot with it, but
I play a 6-5.
Very
That's the year. That was the year.
Okay.
The year I was born. Charles here with the ace jack.
He did very well out there.
He's going to get in the mix.
And
Jeez,
most people, a lot of people who play with me always know if there's an ace or a nine and I'm in it, they'd be like, "Oh, that looks familiar."
Yeah. Yeah, if there's a 10, if they're playing with me and there's a 10 on the board, get out of the way, Mitch. There's a 10 and Mitch's bed.
That's
So,
probably too much of a big tell, too.
Yeah.
I know, but it is what it is. So y'all have to excuse me. It's got to hit to be good because you can lose with it, like I do most times. So I see a lot of other people win with it versus me.
Charles going to take that pot down. I feel bad for Nathan. I hope I hope he knows I was just kidding. I don't want.
Oh no, I don't think he took it that way. I hope he did.
Well, I appreciate we have somebody.
I knew you didn't mean it that way, so.
Well, I appreciate that we have somebody who if he really is from Marcus, so
welcome aboard.
He could be giving me a hard time. Yeah, we give Mitch a hard time. Yeah.
Again, I want to say thanks to all the viewers who are watching the live stream. It's always a pleasure to have people tune in and chime in on the comments.
Yeah, we have 131 watching right now.
Oh, nice.
Hand number 15.
Right.
This with the weather getting good, we got it all in. All in, Richard, all in.
Down if you get them.
With the 5-3.
Oh wow. Go take it down with 5-3. Charles is certainly
Under the gun, all in with the 5-3. Richard getting that line.
Pull the trigger.
Charles going to call. Now, see, here's the thing. If someone else called, Charles would not have gotten in the middle of this. But it's all the way around. Charles got the chips. He's the chip leader.
Here quite a few times and taking it down a couple of times.
And that sucks that Richard is right there to the left of Charles.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
So Charles does make the call. Richard looking for spades or a 5 or a 3.
An art and a science. I don't know his formula, but it works.
I still hear you, Daryl.
I do too. It's like I keep hearing when I broke through on the ice. It took a
couple
while
of
to get
hearts
there.
there.
I did.
And that is it.
It's taking it down.
Charles 10 is good.
We did get a repeat of performance later, but
10 is good. I don't know what that was.
yeah, I guess he had his wedding ring in.
I thought he maybe had a. Oh, it was his.
Oh, watch.
The watch, the smartwatch.
Oh, I thought it was. He put a ring on his finger.
Yeah, well now he's putting his watch on. I thought maybe him. It looked like maybe him and Charles had like a little side bet or something.
Yeah, let me pay you up.
Go pay it right now. Here we go. Tejas giving me a hard time. That's all. He's got a point. The Clintons. Now, I'm not disrespected. I already said I like Arkansas.
Absolutely.
I've been through there a few times.
Yeah, for sure. Hot springs, a lot of good things going on in Arkansas.
Actually, Emily and I have
made it more engaging and
have plans to go right on the border of Arkansas. We're going to go on the 7th of May in a couple of weeks, I guess. We're going to Memphis. Emily loves to travel. She wants me to show her some places. So I've been introducing her to some, American music. And of course, if you know me and you want to learn about music, it all starts with Elvis Presley.
You said May the 7th, and quite fortunately, that's one of my daughter's birthdays.
Okay,
May the 7th.
May the 7th. So so Emily and I will take her to Memphis. You can tour Elvis's house.
Yeah. I actually went to Memphis for the first time last year.
All right, Henri here. Looks like we got it all in. Henri going all in for 425 with the Queen Jack of Spades. Michael.
Absolutely, I agree.
Will lay down the deuces.
And it has certainly changed my game because I certainly look
there's something going on.
I hear that feedback consistent, and they're doing something right. So I'm watching that and seeing how I can entail that in my game to try to get better. Because that's the ultimate goal, is to try to play the best poker that you can play. And there's many ways to play it, and a lot of luck plays into that as well. But there is a certain amount of knowledge that you got to have also. So,
I don't know. It's strange. I never heard this
not too loud. Oh, okay.
All right. Okay.
The ladies.
All right. So Mark's going to look down here at ace-deuce.
There's some big hands coming out of his deck.
He's the button. He's going to go all in with the ace-deuce. Going to put his 355,000
We haven't seen your hand.
chips at risk here. Joofo likes the spades, but wishes a little better than King
I like
7.
those live because I've seen it quite a few times today.
And there it is.
myself.
Mark will take it
I
down.
definitely go with that.
Tejas wants to know. I guess he can hear it too. I don't know.
Yeah, I keep hearing it's like it's delayed, but what we talked about,
Yeah.
I can hear it. But I don't know what that's
Well, I
something
just
to do with
talked
the
to
feedback.
John. He said
He doesn't.
he doesn't. He said Cooper's listening. If there's anything wrong, Cooper.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tejas. Surprised not to see you on the final table.
Yeah, he said he told me the hand he got busted out with. He flopped.
That's quite unusual.
He flopped 2 pair with Jack 7, I believe,
Yeah.
and somebody else flopped a straight.
Okay,
Well, what the
right.
hell is Tejas doing playing Jack 7?
Yeah,
Maybe he was big blind.
yeah. And he defended.
There it is. All right, Trevor's going all in here with the 330,000 in chips.
I was like, why are there 4 cards?
Pete with his ace-8 would put him all in if he were to make the call. And he's going to contemplate it.
Okay. Still here for this.
JD, we'll get to the payouts here in a minute at the end of this hand for you. Do you, Daryl, do you watch a lot of, you said you watched earlier. Do you watch more than just this?
I mean, sometimes I'll watch some of the live games that are WSOP or WBT or Poker After Dark, but I don't specifically try to find every single one that's being broadcast. But I do like to watch because I like to watch the pros because they play and they know how to acquire chips, and that's where I'm trying to get.
I got you.
So I do be trying to study in that way, but I'm not totally.
Mitchell's saying that ace-8 should have jammed from the button, which, you know, he should have beforehand. He gave Trevor the opportunity, and you know, then it kind of handcuffed him there.
Right.
But we do have, you know, another room, Texas Card House down in Rio Grande Valley, and they recently started the live streaming down there.
Oh,
I want to give a shout out to those guys. The guy I was listening, I think his name is Randy Chavez.
Okay.
The guy down there doing the commentary. I like listening to that guy.
Nice.
You know, and
So are they like on Yahoo where you can pick up their stream as
you
well?
mean YouTube?
Oh,
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, just with the same thing. It's TCH Live. It's just instead of from Dallas or Austin, it's
Rio
from
Grande.
They just recently started it, and a shout out to Randy for doing an excellent job. I like listening to him.
Nice.
Yeah. Flop's going to come 9 high here. No help to either player.
Really nice that these
Mark's going to lead out.
all of
Trevor's not a believer. He wants to see another card.
Yeah, he's experienced through making it several times, but when you play with these players multiple times, you kind of get a knack.
2 of hearts, no help to either player.
You know how they play.
Mark doesn't know what to do now.
But like I said, there's a lot of.
He's thinking he still has 2 overs. He was hoping to see, at least see a spade on the turn. Check, 3 of heart, 3 of clubs, no help. Check and check. And Mark's going to be pleasantly surprised that he will take down the hand here with king high.
He will.
He needed a king. The jack wasn't good enough.
Nah. Oh, he's all in.
King high. So JD wanted to see the payouts. So let's see what we got here. I know we have 101 entries today. There's some other tournaments going on locally here.
Right, correct.
So it's a little
a little lighter than normal.
slightly below average for our turnouts today. 101 and prize pool of 33,339. There it is.
Well, they did meet the guarantee regardless. So,
well, there it is. So there are the payouts. We'll revisit as players are removed. We do have 154 of you watching. We do appreciate that. Mitch Lloyd here in the booth with Daryl Sample. Daryl's usually at the final table or damn near close to it.
And I'd like to say y'all have to accept my apologies. I know I'm not as prolific as Mr. Mitch, but I enjoy being in here, and I appreciate the invitation to join. Yeah, I certainly.
Oh, it's always a pleasure, Daryl. Always.
Sure. I'm trying to watch this one.
Let me see if I get this chat thing going here.
Said something about the auto is playing over. I hear my entry. Auto from 20 minutes
the audio
ago
from 20 minutes ago is playing over the background.
I don't know how to mute that. That's what I hear.
I don't know how to mute it either.
Yeah, do you hear that?
Yeah. I just learned how to set the clock on my microwave the other day. I don't know if I. Tejas, we hear it too. I just don't know how to fix it.
I'm not quite sure how to mute that. Where's the sound
and of course, Cooper, who's here, and Cooper does an excellent job.
Oh, absolutely.
And he's here all the time.
Yes.
And of course, he's not here, so now we start screwing things up. I'm blaming you, Daryl. It's Daryl's fault.
Everything will fall apart. It was in my hands, I guarantee you.
All right, we're going to the flop here.
Oh, boy.
Three-way action. Henri's hitting the king.
Did he check?
Oh, queen's going to scare everybody, I think, here. If it was heads up, somebody could, say, well, maybe he doesn't have a queen. But this guy's thinking, well, if he doesn't have a queen, he's got a queen.
Right. Somebody's going to take a shot at it.
So we have a check. And the infamous K, he's going to bet 65. Michael's not believing it. He's going to come out raising.
Wow.
Raising, Michael, raising with a gut shot.
Oh, okay.
Looking for a 10.
Mitch was next in line.
Wow.
I saw Mitch earlier. Goodness.
Henri's going to lay down the bet. Look at this. Michael coming to play poker, Daryl.
He did. He came out firing.
Coming to play poker.
Very nice. Very nice move. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, Bill, I don't know. It's this red box up here. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Quite the prolific poker player as well. Big props to Mr. Mitch. Very well.
I don't know if. Can you hear me now, Daryl?
I do hear you.
No. How about now?
Now I do.
Okay.
Now I do.
Okay. I'm just turning buttons, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you clearly.
Okay,
for sure.
Looks like we got another big hand brewing here, Daryl.
Disrespect to Arkansas at all.
Pete got a suited king, jack of clubs, raising it to 50,000. Trevor's going all in, 310,000 in chips. Infamous K going all in.
Oh wow.
Pete reluctantly will throw away his king jack here. Let's just see how the king jack of clubs would have done had he made it.
Suited with clubs.
Remember now, he's got the king jack of clubs.
I will.
Dave's going to get the pot right here. Pete's thrown his king jack of clubs. He's getting out. Well, which is the right play. I'm not criticizing by any means. I think it's the right play. But let's just see how he would have done in this hand.
Absolutely.
I mean, Trevor and Kay are holding one of his cards. So let's just see how he would have done.
So whose tournament life is this? Infamous K?
Yeah, Infamous K's tournament life is on the line.
You have to make a decision.
Flop is 9 high with 2 spades.
Right now and stand
7. Infamous K looking for
king.
A king? Did he really get that?
Infamous K gets it. King Jack would have lost.
Wow.
King Jack would have lost.
King Jack would have lost. Nice laydown. Yeah, we knew. We said it was
the right thing to do.
We said it was the right thing to do. We just wanted to see
I kind of like King Jack suited, though. I'm not going to, but that was definitely the correct move to make.
Well, there it is.
Most people,
Infamous K doubling up.
Yes.
Hitting the king on the river.
Oh, that looks familiar.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. Strange today.
Scott's giving you a little love there. Scott,
Hey, Scott, that's probably too much of a what's going on, Scott? Too, but it is what it is. Thanks for the shout out, sir.
He's well known throughout the area in the tournament, the poker tournament community.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh no, I don't think he took it that way. I hope
Here's my phone on.
I knew you didn't mean it that way.
Let's see.
This knot will be green. Turn your knob down a little and turn Daryl up a little.
No, my phone's.
We're in the stream double.
We hear the stream.
Again, want to say
do you still hear it, David?
Live stream. It's always a pleasure to have.
Is your phone on?
On?
I don't know if we have the. Do you have the stream on your phone?
No, I do not. Who is that?
Okay.
Wow. Pull the trigger.
Only one particular, right?
Yeah. He'll be happy to see that. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Last call, Robert N. 1-2 million.
Raise 45,000.
I do too. It's like I keep hearing. King 10 is taking it down. I think he said we're unmuted now, or.
All right. Well, back in the groove here.
Oh,
and yes, Tejas said the infamous K avoided the infamous KO. You gotta like that. I like that.
Very nice. Oh, what's up, Tejas? How you doing, sir? Oh, I thought it was he put a ring on.
Daryl and Daryl.
That would be my other brother, Daryl.
There.
Yeah, let me pay
All right,
you
Joofo's got a couple of nines here. Pete in desperate need of a 9.
Pete,
or a 4, a 9 or a 4. Joofo's holding a couple of 9s. Pete's not happy to see that. Pete, his tournament life is on the line here.
Absolutely.
Joofo's got to be pretty happy. He really all he has to really avoid is a 4.
Hot springs,
And only 2 4s are still left in the deck, a red 4 or a red 9. Oh wow. What's it? Okay, I guess. Brutal.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
That's just brutal.
Yes, it is. Nice.
Pete going to double up there. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. You know, I'm going to make sure I let Pete know about that. Him and I'll be playing within the week. We'll be playing together within the week. I'm going to remind him of that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Dane's a better dealer than I am. I don't know if I could have given him his 4. Tough break there for Joofo. Tough break, man. He had him on the ropes. Had Pete on the ropes. All right, we moving on. We're moving on. Hand number 28.
Pete survives.
Hand number 28. I got 170 of you.
Where do you see the
listening? 170.
No,
we appreciate
number of hands. You said 20. Oh, okay.
28 right here.
Okay. I hear that.
Lines are 10, 20, and 20. Henri's going to raise it up with ace-9. Joofo, who's just, I mean,
Just told you about that ace-9, didn't I tell you?
yeah. Joofo is he's just been, I mean, this young man can't catch a break tonight.
certainly
And
can.
he's still here.
He's still here,
He
but
is still here. It's unreal.
he's calling.
All right, guys, that's it.
So heads up action here to the flop.
Well, he just got clobbered with a 4, so maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the 9.
Check.
Henri with the 9, but there is a king. Joofo is just going to check it, give Henri the open door to the bet out.
Ace-9 takes it down.
It's just brutal here for Joofo.
Yeah, Jofo's taking a. I kind of know how he feels because it's terrible getting pushed around, and when you can't call, you can't chip up. It's just painful, but
Yeah.
you know, nothing you can really do about it. You hope you get the one that you can get a true double up, and yeah, I keep saying it's like it's delayed, but what we talk about is I can hear it. But I don't know what that's something to do with the.
Yeah, that's right, Tejas. Jofo's never going to shave again. Well, I don't know. He shaved and made a final table.
He
I mean,
did.
you
He
know.
did. He got to the big dance.
Uh-oh.
Surprised not to see you.
Mark's got a
on the
couple of
final
kings
table.
here.
Uh-oh.
Second time we've seen the kings.
How do you think he's going to play this? That's one of my conundrums
quite
is
unusual.
when you get those big hands, how do you play it properly to get max value for the hand and not lose?
Well, I'll tell you, because I had a situation at the end of this hand. I'll tell you a situation on how I played that.
And he defended.
Because I had a situation just like that a week ago tonight when I played a tournament after the final table. I'll tell you what happened. And, you know, you give me your opinion on
Oh, he went all in?
So Trevor's all in for $125,000. Mark's going to make the snap call. Trevor did hit the 8, but unfortunately for him, Mark's got kings. He's going to need an 8 or 5 or running hearts here. And after what just happened to Joofo, it's very possible. I mean, you know, damn,
Anything is possible
you
in this
know,
game.
he's got 2 cards, 2 shots at it. All
There-
right, there's
okay,
the hearts.
There's one.
Any heart or 5 or an 8 or the kings will hold.
Kings hold.
I mean,
7 of spades.
I'll watch some of the live
Kings
games
hold.
WSOP.
Very nice run, Mr. Trevor.
Poker after
No
dark.
doubt about it.
But I was
very nice
Congratulations,
run. Congratulations,
Mr.
sir.
Trevor. Thank you, and for playing. He'll be
watch,
back.
I like to watch the
And
pros.
what
He
was
will
his?
be back.
What will he
It's
be
not-
taking?
acquired chips, and that's
All right, he's going to finish
where I'm
9th.
trying to get.
I think 8.
So I do. be
We
trying
already
to
lost
study in that
one.
way, but I'm not.
My fault.
Yeah,
My fault.
totally.
We did. Okay, he's going to finish 8th
Yeah.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
for $1,170. Congratulations.
Not bad for a $400 entry.
Congratulations. We did lose seat 9. I forgot.
Yeah.
All the technical issues. So I'll tell you what happened here.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Henri's got Queen Jack of clubs looking nice. He's not throwing that away. No, I gotta say. So
Okay.
I jumped in a tournament last week.
Okay. Nice. So are they?
It was it, the final 5.
Hey, there we go.
I was under the gun +1.
Just
I looked
pick-
down and got pocket
yeah, from
aces.
Dallas,
Oh.
Rio Grande.
So,
Okay.
I'm sorry, not under the gun. Under the gun +2, under the gun +1 raised it. So I just smooth called,
Right.
hoping that maybe one of the other guys would go all in.
Absolutely.
Because I got pocket aces and I snapped. But they both folded. They all folded.
What happened?
They all folded and it capped down. We saw flop 9 high.
All of,
Matty, who was
review?
first act, he checked.
Yeah.
I went all in. He snaps all in and throws his cards face up, pocket kings.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got pocket aces.
Yeah.
That was my last hand of the tournament. Yeah, because the king came on a turn, Daryl. Yeah, 10 high on this flop though.
It's so deflating.
You're laughing. You're laughing at the wrong shit, Daryl.
It's so deflating when you think that you're ahead and
Yeah.
you are ahead until that one card comes out.
I played it perfectly, I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah.
And I did.
You did.
I
Got the
played-
snap call. Oh, happy to see his kings
Dude.
against your aces.
Oh, snap call threw his cards face up like he was the man. I can't.
You just don't know what's coming. I do.
I can't say what he said when I turned over my aces.
Right, right.
David would yell at me.
Okay.
he would yell at me if I said what Matty said when he saw
This
my
game
aces.
is so brutal. You wait all day to wake up with pocket aces, which you think
five-handed.
Yeah, you know, you're down to 5
kings.
people. You're in the driver's seat.
Well, it didn't
make you want to smack somebody. I swear. Anyway.
They always say, "Hey, you just had a pair of ones."
Yeah.
Don't get excited.
Pair of A's beat pair of K's, right?
It's funny, but
anyway, here's Joofo going all in for his last 95,000. He's got, this guy just can't catch a break tonight.
Michael's not folding ace.
You saw the frustration when he threw his 95. And the frustration now. Oh, Charles is standing up. Give him a little stand-up equity here.
Yeah, he's not even in the hand.
Yeah. Joofo, stand up. All right, well, here we go. The pot is right, Dane's got it straightened down. We're going to see a flop here. You can just see the frustration, rightfully so. I mean, right there in the window is an ace. Joofo just,
he didn't get any breaks tonight.
This showman just could not catch a break. And, wait, hold the phone. A 10. And that
gave him life. Yeah. You raised his hopes.
Tease him. The poker gods are teasing him like that.
It's always a sweat, unless you flop the absolute royal flush, it's always a sweat to the river.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, congratulations going out to Joofo. Sure. I feel your pain. He made the final table. Congratulations to that.
Shave or no shave, you made the final table.
And, unfortunately, he couldn't catch a break. But, he's finished his 7th for
$1,335.
Well, there you go.
Not a bad day's work.
There you go.
Congratulations, Joofo.
I know, he's going to look back on this and he's going to see, it's just, And now Mark's going to look down at aces.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, at least Jofo's not going to be around to run into that, right?
That would have been like
but
he
would.
Oh, yeah, he would have woke up with jacks or
kings.
Something. Kings.
But he's not going to hit a king on a turn.
He's not believing it. We got a hand brewing.
Look at this pocket pair.
Pocket pairs all around.
Mike's got queen 7. Where's his pocket pair?
Audrey's coming with
why
8.
not? You know what? The price is right.
Yeah, why not?
Well, you're going to sneak somebody. That's his plan right now.
You don't want a deuce, but if 2
yeah, that's for damn sure. 8. He don't want to. He doesn't want to see 8 deuce. Well, there's an 8.
There's an 8. Very nice.
He
might not go away.
He's still got Mark to contend with. He needs a little bit more help than an 8, though.
Oh yeah, 8's just the tip of the iceberg.
Chuck over here called for set over set. Flop is going to be 10 high aces. Mark's aces are still good. There's 3 other people in the hand. That makes you nervous anyway. But he couldn't ask for a better flop unless I was in the hand. If I was in the hand and you got pocket aces and flop comes 10 high, you better be nervous if I'm in the hand.
Yeah, that's going to be
But that's about it, I'd say.
Clearly, no, for sure.
Infamous, he's not thinking about going all in, is he?
I believe he's actually thinking about it.
There's just too many people in the hand. He can't think his deuces are good here.
He cannot think the deuces are. There he goes.
No.
He pulled the trigger. He's going to get snap
Infamous.
call.
Why?
You're good. I thought you were taking a stab at
he could hit run of clubs.
Yeah, he's not dead. There's still 2 more cards to go.
And there's only 1 deuce. We know
one of gone.
Henri folded the 2 of diamonds. So Infamous is in big trouble here.
Run into the.
He's going to need a lot of help.
He's going to need a little help to win this pot.
Yeah, he's going to need a lot of help here.
They always make that statement, deuces never loses.
That's not true. I thought the guy pocket deuces a couple weeks ago. He lost with
a
there's a club. Look at this. No way.
That would have been brutal.
That would have been
Brutal.
that would have been amazing.
That would have been amazing.
I would have, I might have to go out there
Well,
and say something to him.
Infamous K, congratulations on making final table here at TCH.
Yeah, I mean,
Very nice run, sir.
all in with the
Very
deuces.
nice. Congratulations on your
It was the right thing to do.
sixth place finish,
Kind of like King
taking
Jack
home
Caesar, though. I'm not gonna-
$1,585 for sixth place. Congratulations, sir.
Well, there you go. Infamous K.
Infamous K.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Really.
Yeah, he needed
And
runner,
quickly,
runner.
we
yeah.
have whittled down from 9 to 5
Yeah.
rather quickly.
And there it is. You knew it was coming from Tejas.
Hey, Scott.
The infamous KO.
going on,
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming.
The KO.
Yeah, the infamous KO. Henri here, and I'm telling you,
Absolutely.
this guy over here in seat number 7, he's just sitting there doing his thing, watching everybody, letting everybody else do their thing. Oh, where's infamous K? Look what just came on the flop. Isn't it always the case? Daryl, isn't it always the case?
Never fails. There's a deuce right in
There's
the
the
window.
deuce. Yeah.
It's ironic how often that happens. The pair that you have
Yep.
doesn't come on the flop that you're involved with,
Yeah, the next
but the
one.
very next hand it will come out. It's incredible how many times that happens.
I think the dealers do it on purpose. I think they do.
I'm telling you, I watch it and it happens time and time again. It's scary how many times it happens.
Well, here we got the player stacks, the 5 remaining players. Mark has taken the lead from
Yes.
Charles. He does have 1.3 million with that last hand there. Pete bringing up the end, the rear, but Pete is.
You
He's
can't
not
count
nervous.
Pete out.
He is not nervous. He's not panicking.
No.
He's a veteran. He knows exactly where he is and what he needs to do, and he's going to work on that. But I
Absolutely.
want to point something out because a lot of players have said something to me, and we finally did get something done. The red box here in the graphics,
Mhm.
a lot of people like to watch on their phone, and if it was always written in black, and they had a hard time reading it.
Right.
So I said something to Cooper. It took me a while to say something to Cooper, and shortly after I did, Cooper took care of it. So there it is.
That would be
Wow.
Players.
Okay. Yeah.
So there it is.
But
These are all accomplished poker players. I've played with many of these guys at the final table here, and everyone has a skill set and knows how the game is supposed to be played. So it's just a matter if you win the flips, if your hand when you get it in wins. Those are just some of the specifics that happen during this game
what's up,
that
Tejas?
you can't control, but you got to win those flips to win these tournaments.
That would be my other brother, Daryl.
Yeah, I still hear it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah,
I'm sure I did something to it. I don't know.
that's okay.
So I do have a question for you, Daryl. And at the end of this hand, I want to ask you. Henri with the 8-6 here. At the end of the hand, I want to ask you. I have a question I want to ask you.
All right, heads up.
I have a little heads up action here. Pete with the King 7.
Check.
And that's no help. But he's still ahead with the King. He does have a gut shot. Henri's going to lead out, and Pete doesn't have much to work with, so he's not going to. Okay, so Daryl, I've been here in Texas for about 3 years.
Okay,
One of the first people that I met when I came here was you.
for sure.
We became friends from like day one.
Absolutely.
And I watched you. You come in all the time, play tournaments, looking for that final table appearance, and you finally got it. I was very happy for you.
Thank you.
And since then, you've made the final table several times. With that
Thank
being
you.
said, we're going to watch this hand, and then I'm going to get to my question
Okay.
Raise
because I'm
$60.
curious. I'm sure a lot of people
All
might
right.
be curious too. Henri with the ace-10 of hearts. Mark king, jack suited, and a lot of chips. We'll make the call. We're going to see a little fireworks
We are
here.
going to see
I
a little
think
flop here.
the two chip leaders here. Well, not Charles is second, I believe. Michael go get in the middle. We've seen Michael do some crazy stuff here a little while ago.
Yeah, Michael.
He got my attention. He's in the middle. He wants some of those chips over there for seat 9 or chip. Oh,
boy.
somebody's got diamonds. I know that diamonds and hearts. Flop is all spades, and wouldn't you know it?
Michael is the only one with
the spade.
And a straight draw.
And a straight draw, yeah. I mean, he needs a 3.
A 3, but
But, if he knew how good he was sitting right now,
Right.
Check.
He might get scared.
checks around. Michael's got to love that. Checking around. We'll go to the turn. Uh-oh. 10 of diamonds going to hit Henri, and this guy, I'm telling him.
10 of clubs.
Bet 80,000.
Mark's got a straight draw.
Yeah, he's got to open a straight draw. I mean, all 3 players have outs here.
Absolutely.
3, king, 9.
Spade, any spade,
Spade,
for
any
Michael.
spade.
But even if a spade does come, it's no guarantee he'll take it down. I mean, the spade he does have isn't worth bragging about. Did he just do that?
He just hit the
Did he just hit that gut shot? Oh my God, Michael!
He's
I'm
not
telling
folding.
you,
Michael is making moves.
this guy is quickly becoming the main story of this final table here.
Absolutely. There's no way Audrey could think that 3 helped him in any way.
Yeah, I mean, there's no way. I mean, if he shows,
He didn't believe it before with the spades out there. I don't think the 3 changed his perception of what he thought.
if he gets the call and has to turn over this hand, he's going to tilt He's going to get the attention of everybody still at this table.
You are not kidding.
He's
5-4.
Tilt Henri, no doubt about it. Charles, I want to see Charles' face when if he turns over that 5-4. I want to see Charles.
I don't think Audrey's going to make this call, but
Well, he may because he knows the 3. He's like, this
He
guy.
is.
There it
He
is. He's
made the
making a
call.
call.
oh my God, he's going to see
He
the straight.
made the call. Look at this. Don't freeze up now. No. Show it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's paying him off.
Look at the look on Henri's
He's
face.
like,
He's like, are you kidding me?
Oh, we said
Wow.
that in unison. That was like stereo.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. The look on his face.
Oh yeah, that was priceless.
Unreal.
And that's the look you get playing this game because you almost cannot believe.
This is the kind of play you don't do. This kind of play at the final table.
yeah.
That's why he gave him that look. He's like,
Are you kidding me?
oh wow.
Gut shot, but he did have the only spade. He didn't,
But still, he made the call.
he made the call.
I told you. I said he's going to tilt Henri, and I'm telling you.
Oh,
the
he
look
just tilted.
gave
Yeah,
it,
he's
it's just
tilted
like,
for sure.
Wow.
What was your question?
So, my question. You've gotten better. Clearly, I can see that you've gotten better.
Thank you.
Obviously,
I
you've gotten better.
appreciate that.
What's the one thing that the one main thing that you feel has made you a better poker player over the last 3 years?
Ashamed as I am, I'm going to say what it is.
Okay.
Because someone pointed it out to me.
Okay.
And it made a whole lot of sense. Patience and not to play so many hands.
Well, I've told you that myself.
You have.
And
I guess when I was younger as a child, I always heard I was hard-headed. So I had to learn the hard way.
Well,
but playing too many hands is detrimental in this game. It really is.
Yeah, it is. I remember when you finally did make your final table.
It was a lot of patience showed there.
And I was watching. I was here, and I was watching, and I kept telling you patience and position, patience and position, because I knew you played too many hands. And I knew. I said, you're there just. Patience and position, not that. I mean, I've never.
I was card dead,
table.
but I did play it to the fullest that I could get out of it for what I had, and I chipped up reasonably well the last time. It wasn't to win, but I went as far as I could go with the cards I were dealt, the hands I was dealt, and didn't have the chips to, make any kind of moves.
All right. Well, here we have a situation. Pete is all in.
Oh wow.
The action is all Michael. Now, Michael's not. He's got a nice hand here, Ace Jack, but
He
he's not
does.
worried about Pete.
He's calling.
He's worried about the two guys behind him.
Oh, absolutely, because
he knows-
Charles
they just saw him
with
play 5-3, so he's like, "Well, I want to call Pete, but these guys just saw." But luckily for him, he makes the call. The other two guys fold.
he's 6 Ace Jack.
So
This is for Pete's tournament life right here. At
Pete's
risk.
tournament life is on the line here. Ace 6 versus 8 Jack. Michael well in the lead. Doesn't
But
need a
earlier
3.
we saw Pete
Yeah, he doesn't
turn
need
a 4.
Yeah. Michael doesn't need a 3 on the river to win here. He's ahead going on the flop. Flop's going to come queen high. No help to Pete.
Oh, wow.
Pete looking for a 7 or a 6 here. 7 or a 6.
Does
two
not
two
get
of
it.
clubs.
Did not get it.
2 of clubs.
Well, Pete had a great run again. As he's been here. He's
Yeah.
a veteran. So congratulations again, Pete, on a great tournament.
Yeah, Pete is, look, we can't say enough about Pete.
No,
he's a great
he's a
tournament
very
player.
accomplished tournament player, without a doubt.
He's here. He's no stranger to the final table. This one and other final tables.
Oh, absolutely. But Mark seems to be on a nice little run.
Yeah, I mean, Michael's out there
Or
making
Michael.
stuff happen. Pete's going down 5th. Is that right?
Correct.
That's an even $2,000, Daryl.
Not a bad night's work.
Even $2,000.
Very nice.
There it
Congratulations, Pete.
Oh.
Very nice, sir.
Michael, I mean, just turning this final table upside down with his play.
Oh, he has been incredible.
I tell you, you have Henri, you have Charles, and Mark. Let me see if I get this thing here. All aware of what Michael's doing. And they're all focused on him.
Absolutely.
They're all focused on him. Here we go. Looks like we're going to have the chip count here. That's a chip count. Michael, there it is, with his play taking over the chip lead.
Absolutely.
And Mark's in 2nd. Charles has slipped down in the 3rd. Henri's down at 4th, bringing up the rear after that 5-3 hand with
or the 3 for the straight.
Yeah, Michael, he had a 5-4. Henri's going all in with the ace-deuce. Mark might make a call here, but the only thing he's concerned about is what Michael's going to do behind him.
Exactly. Again, we want to thank all you guys watching tonight. 205 of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to TCH Live. And I know it's to watch Mitch, but
tell him to hit the like button.
hey, hit the like button. We
Yeah.
appreciate you even chiming in and
Subscribe if they want.
subscribe if you like.
Share.
Share. Tell a friend.
All right, I'll
Thank
raise
y'all for
all
tuning
in.
in.
Charles. Actions on Charles.
320.
I mean, he still
Oh,
has.
did Mark? Oh,
I thought we were a little premature there because if Henri,
Oh, I was about to say.
Mark, because we didn't.
yeah.
The camera showed Mark, so we assumed the actual. Well, okay, there
Okay.
it is.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
Charles didn't do. Okay, so
That's a pretty
everybody
big hand.
folded. So there it is. Mark's making the call.
This is for Audrey's tournament life tonight.
Henri with the ace deuce,
Henri.
looking for an ace or deuce,
Ace or deuce.
and no diamonds.
And no diamonds. Correct.
This is what Henri is looking for. Mark looking for a king or queen or diamonds. 205 tuning in to watch this hand right now.
Come on.
Guys, hit the like button.
Hit that like button. Thank y'all
I
for
like
tuning in.
To the flop we go. Queen, king,
On the flop.
5, all hearts, Henri in desperate trouble. 8 will do it. That's it.
That's it. Nice,
King on the river for good measure. There it is.
nice run, Andre.
And there it is, Henri.
Going out in 4th place.
I mean,
It's not a bad run, sir. Congratulations again.
I mean, he's frustrated, no doubt about that one hand with Michael. But hey,
Yeah, there was a look.
2000
There was a look that went across his.
that was a better look than I would have given him.
Yeah.
But Audrey's gonna leave tonight, taking home $2,580.
There you go.
Nice run, sir.
Yeah, congratulations.
Congratulations. Very nice.
All right, there it is, guys. Back to the final table. Wow.
Now we're down to the final 3.
Michael putting it on, putting the show on for everybody.
We started today with 101 entries, and we are down to the final 3.
Yeah, down to the final 3.
Yeah, you guys said ICM.
And there's a pause here.
You don't. How do you don't show that picture of us in the booth?
You mean like this? Oh. Guys, here's Daryl. If you don't know, you can look. If you're looking to meet Daryl, just come to any tournament game here at TCH, either Dallas or Las Colinas. You can be found there occasionally.
I'm over at Las Colinas. I play a lot of tournament poker, but it's always a pleasure to be in here with this guy. We're both kind of from the East Coast. Mitch from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And I was in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But, East Coast kind of thing.
South Jersey. I'm actually from Delaware, closer.
Okay, Delaware closer. I thought it was
closer.
Yeah, for sure. Because I used to go to Dover quite frequently from Jersey. I almost went to college in Dover, actually.
Delaware State?
I did.
Yeah, I know exactly where it is.
Yeah,
right there by the racetrack.
Yeah, exactly. I almost went there.
Daryl, looks like they're going to chop it 3 ways here. Getting the word here. The ICM chop. So it looks like Michael, who
is the chip leader.
Wow, the way
he put on a performance tonight.
I tell you, I liked it.
He put on a performance tonight.
Ray, I hope you're not.
Sometimes when you're feeling it, you play certain hands.
Yeah.
And sometimes it works. And so, it worked for him.
Congratulations to Michael. He's going to take home first place money, $7,335. Michael's going to take home $7,180. Charles, $6,380. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Congratulations. Very well done.
Played
gentlemen.
well, Michael, my man.
Very well done, Michael.
All right,
well played.
I'm going to play this tournament. Guys, appreciate it. See you guys next week. Behave yourselves. Tell them.
Thank you guys for tuning in and for having me in the booth with Mitch. I know it's a little awkward, but thank y'all again. And thanks again, Mitch, for inviting me. And